this celebration party. It was about 2.5 years ago that we tried to design our letter, and it took us 6 months. I'm not even kidding you. It had some travel to do in some other countries, and it finally got to us. So this letter business has been a very cool thing for Hendershot and I to witness over the last couple of years. Building and growing, and obviously our one room is not enough to house this big event. We were really counting on the patio to back us up, but so that didn't quite work out. But thank you for coming. We have a pretty powerful art department, at least I think so, and I think Hendershot does. We're all super active and super busy. He can't keep up with what I do, and no way can I keep up with what he does. So it's really fun for us once a year to come together, and I'm seeing faces I don't ever get to see, and he's probably seeing some faces he doesn't get to see, so it's really a fun thing for us to come together, because we want this to be a whole. We just don't know how to fit us all in one room, but we are one big art department. And everybody in this room is invited here for a reason, because you're committed to the arts, you're doing a lot for this program, you're doing just a lot in our community. It goes on and on and on, the outreach in this room. If we all looked at those letter sheets and all those points and all those things that they've been involved in, and some of you have been involved in for the last couple of years, and then last year you had to go back to your sophomore year and add those up, and you're all like, well, I don't remember. Don't ask me, I don't remember either, because there's so much that we do. We're involved in contests and competitions and firings and community outreach and community service and fundraising. It's incredible, and you probably all know that because you're always taking your children to places or giving them money for something or making bake sale stuff, and thank you in advance for all that support. It's really awesome. We do put a lot of time and money into this party with the letters and the food, and thanks for everybody who brought stuff to help make this party really cool, and Hendershot for sitting out there and grilling, and you guys for bringing that grill. Trust me, that's my biggest stressor, is having a grill that works, so that was awesome.
I'm ready to cook some more if you're still ready.
Don't want any more weird smells. We've had a really, come Monday morning I walked in and my room smelled like this. So we've had a really interesting week
That's
with
my fault.
Smelly rooms in the art department, and I'm glad it wasn't my room that smelled up the whole building.
Okay, enough.
We don't really have a script for this evening. I'm sorry we're not super organized. We're both probably pretty darn exhausted at this point. I know my words are slurring during classes, and I'm about ready to drop my head and just go, can I sleep now? So thanks for being patient. But we kind of pictured it just eating and then going through the letters. And I know some of our artists of the years are here in this room, so we kind of want to recognize those guys, those students. Am I forgetting anything?
Well, one of the things for those of you that are new to the letter or are parents and you're not quite sure what that means, people often, whenever I announce it in my ceramics classes, kids will often laugh, like, what does that mean, a letter in art? Because that's the domain of the athletics, right? Well, I do have to give full credit to Ms. Thorpe of this genius move to offer a letter. And why it's a genius move is it quantifies clearly ways that you can be involved as a student in the art department. So it could be anything, including field trips, shadow studies with professional artists, entering contests. This photography program is a celebrated program. I mean, there's nothing like it, I think, even at VSU.
I'll take that
so,
that's right. What is it? I need to know.
And so, so students will tally things like volunteering. I had kids come out to help work with first graders last week. Ms. Thorpe has done Skills USA, where they're going to state here the nationals, excuse me. Going on to nationals pretty soon. There are, you can get students that are mentoring, other students trying new techniques, you name it. Just today, Vivian was asking me questions wherever she is right there. About things that weren't on the list. I thought, wow, that needs to be on the list. That's a really good thing.
And so I added more this year. I'm like, God, why is the patio not out there on the list? Oh my gosh, exactly. I'm going to get patio cleanup after this party. Next phone that goes off, you're on cleanup.
So so anyway, so that's how lettering works. And then beyond the letter, they qualify for various levels of pins. And so it's just a really nice way to honor them, and the letter is unique to the art department. The other departments don't have a letter that looks this way. It's Do you have one to show? Yeah, it's got
hard
a
to see
profile.
unless
It's hard to
you're
see right now, but
really
it's a
close to it.
profile of a wolf, actually, which is really nice. So, yeah, and
Pay
so
too much more for that, but a little bit more. We're the art department. We had to design our own letter, right?
and it's pretty tough. We offer printmaking, photography, AP 2D design, AP 3D design, ceramics, photography, drawing, painting. So just two of us, and so between the two of us, we're really blessed every year to have pretty awesome kids. And I gotta say, coming from me for sure, I feel reinvigorated every year. And this year, for me, in terms of my 3D design class, never had a class like this. I might actually cry. For sure. Not that I don't otherwise, but I'm pretty tired. So what do you think? You want to start doing? Do you have any questions, first of all, I guess? Anybody about the program?
Complaints. There's a bin right above the garbage can over there. Save it for fall when we're a little more rested and can take it.
Cool. So you want to start with the letters?
Do you want to do like your own students since you're telling me?
I don't know what I want. I think for these.
Marissa is the type who will take charge.
I love it in her.
Go for it, Marissa.
These are yours.
What's scary is she's a sophomore and she's 10 times more organized than I'll ever be. Awesome.
Well, why don't we, because I'm not sure if they're all here, but some of them are here. We will do some of our little award people that are also getting a little thing. So why don't we start with Mitzi? Mitzi Starr, come on up. Mitzi is our 2D Design Artist of the Year. Vivian, why don't you kind of stand up, because you are our Artist of the Year. And Andrew, stand up, you're our Photographer of the Year. And a couple people don't even know what they have yet, so sorry that this
Jacob's
is a
not here,
surprise.
looks
We have Kelly Weimer, our Teacher of the Year, so stand up. Moving around here is going to be impossible, so we'll just stand up. And Cynthia and Ben, and did anybody see Ben come in? So they are sharing the Junior Artist of the Year. Ben Hunt, you know Ben Hunt, creating Foxes? Yeah. Foxes! He told me next year, because he might not be here, but he's not going to do foxes next year. So if it breaks anybody's heart. Do you have any that you're...
Well, and then, so what we do have is we have the interdepartmental awards, and then we do have our smaller awards, and I've added a few small categories. We have, because in ceramics there are so many directions you can go in that one field, so I do have a Thrower of the Year. Okay, and so
Is he here yet? Because I forgot about Haley. So Haley, come over here.
Haley, come on over.
So Haley and Andrew are sharing the Skills USA Award. Andrew got second in our photo competition, and Haley got third, and she broke the jinx of us getting fourth in job interview. So Skills is not just about photo, it's about some leadership competitions as well. So I was so happy that we finally broke the jinx, fourth for 3 years in a row. So third is great.
So, we don't, the ceramic artist of the year, who's also the mad scientist of the year, that's the glaze maker, it's Jacob Monroe, and he is at another awards banquet right now, but he may poke his nose in here shortly. Thrower of the year is Ben Gage. Is Ben here still? Okay. He's also the hot dog bun gatherer of the year. Sorry, I had one more time. And then Emily, sculptor of the year, if you could come on up. Yep, come on up. You come up. And then conceptual 3D artist, that's Savannah. Savannah, come on up. Yep. That's a new category. One of the reasons I decided to add that category is conceptual art is really hard. And in 3D, especially with clay, a lot of the people that come into the ceramics program they don't self-identify as art types. They'll say, hey, I'm not good at art, but maybe I'll try this clay business. And Savannah has actually gone way beyond where any of my previous students have in terms of embedding big ideas into her work. So I thought that needs an award. Designer in the year, 3D designer is not here. Tara Quatron, is she here?
Tara's not here.
Tara's not here. Almost done. Hand builder of the year as Allison. Cecilia's? Oh, sorry. Mariah Allison.